Hi Virgo, it is your turn now. As I mentioned in the intro video, a lot of these messages have to do with releasing because we are so close to the full moon. I have pulled two cards from three different decks, one card and then a clarifying card. So whatever card was on the bottom of the deck when I pulled that card. The decks are the Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild, the Ethereal Visions deck by Matt Hughes, and the Tori Hartman's Oracle Wisdom deck. Okay, so I'm going to go through and just tell you what the cards are, and then I'll give you what I think the message is for you this month. So from the Sacred Rebels deck, I have Pandora's Gift. And to clarify that, I have defend to the end the worthwhile. Okay. From the Ethereal Visions deck, I have the Emperor, which came out in reverse. I'm going to turn it upright, but I just want to acknowledge that. And the Hermit card, and that's your card, Virgo. So I thought that was cute that it came out. I am a Venus in Virgo, so I'm paying attention to this one. And then from the Chakra Wisdom card, I have the Workaholic. And to clarify that, I have Bittersweet. So just like in Leo's reading, you have an overall chakra theme. So we have the blue, which just want to make sure. Which is the throat chakra. So you have an overall message that has to do with your self-expression right now, okay? And now self-expression doesn't necessarily mean being nitpicky and telling people off or anything like that, which us Virgo dominant people have a tendency of doing. However, it's more about authenticity. And what I was checking is this is just a darker blue than typically for the throat chakra. So I wasn't sure if maybe they were pulling that off as indigo. So I want you to kind of keep this message in mind. If there's blocks that have to do with your authentic self-expression. Okay? Now, as we move into your Sacred Rebels message, we have Pandora's Gift. Now, Pandora's Gift is really this message of something seeming like it is not good, something seeming really, really bad that actually turns out to be in your favor. And then we have defend to the end the worthwhile. Now, what I would say is, if there's any obstacles that are coming up right now, maybe seeing the obstacles themselves as a gift and really getting clear on your inner priorities, the things that matter most to you. So not getting too stuck on how things are presenting themselves around you at this moment, but instead getting really, really aligned in who you are, what you stand for, what gives your life personally meaning. What is meaningful to you in this moment, right? And not looking so much at the big picture, but actually looking more in the short term, day to day, and being able to sit with that. And as far as defend to the end the worthwhile, you decide what gives life meaning, and you live that meaning through your own purpose, right? So not thinking so much about what other people or what the outside world should be doing or aligning, but instead what you can be doing to really bring that into your experience. And I'll try to get more clear on that. Now, the Emperor in reverse really kind of shows me that you're not really taking the lead or taking rulership over your own experience at this time. So maybe you're giving a little bit too much power away to others to kind of determine how you feel, what you do, how you go about it. And the message would be to kind of take ownership over your life. Now, that doesn't mean bossing people around or, anything like that. I don't mean to stereotype, but just instead really kind of honing in on yourself without being mean. And the way that you're being advised to do this is to take some solo time, take some time to go inward, to journal, to just really, really focus on self-care and to release this idea of doing constantly, that workaholic energy. If you're not being productive, or if you're not proving to the outside world of how great you are, then it's not really happening. Instead, understanding that this self-care and looking inward is really, really helping you get clear on what gives your life meaning. And as a result, you'll be able to let go of the things that aren't truly meant for you, while being able to appreciate the service that they held for you while they were there. So this bittersweet card, the example that kind of comes up is maybe a relationship where you can see how the relationship served you, how you've grown from the relationship, but you can also see that if you really, really wanted to honor what gives yourself, your personal self, meaning in the moment, you would have to let go of that relationship. Otherwise, you're not actually taking control over the way your life is going. And the bittersweetness is being able to really appreciate the relationship while being able to say goodbye to it, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm not telling you to break up with anyone, but being willing to sometimes will help align a lot in your life. The willingness to not hold on or cling to a circumstance, a willingness to accept things as they are and move from that direction rather than thinking that you can manipulate them and change them and reorganize them into being the way that you think that they should be. So yeah, there's a little bit of a leveling up, a little bit of being called out to in the areas where you're not really being true to yourself right now. And the way that you might be getting around that is in a very Virgo way, which is by, trying to fix it here in the physical world. There's no fixing it through the physical world. It's going to be through your own. I guess you'll make changes in yourself, but it's not fixing out there. It's you getting really clear on what you want, what gives you meaning, what gives you purpose, and releasing this idea of doing in order for it to happen. There's no doing. There's a stepping back and being honest, and a willingness to let go of that which doesn't serve you so that you can truly honor the things within you that are most important, whatever that may be. Okay, I hope that helps. Sorry if it was all over the place. And I hope you have a great month. I'll see you next month. It will be your special month for your reading. Take care, Virgo.